None of you will get eaten by him is a new organization that provides an unwavering source of support for biologically female, row-carrying, and female-identifying crabs who have recently exited relationships with bucket crabs. Our purpose is to enable our consortium to wriggle out of that old battered armor and expand into a new exterior. We provide a safe, welcoming, and moist hidey hole for all crabs, regardless of your molt cycle, type, and/or origins, i.e. freshwater, saltwater, or land. We don't have an office. Instead, we share a Google Docs, and for now, virtual meetings to click our pincers across oceans, time zones, and out of dark caverns in confidence. About us. This organization was founded by a young ricefield crab who met her bucket crab in 2018. When she asked, after 3 months of dating, to define their relationship, bucket crab threatened to return with a pistol. Instead of calling the cops because her bucket crab is black, she calculated the distance between her door and bucket crab's long legs, and then she screamed, "You'll have to get through me first." This startled the bucket crab long enough for her to chase him out with a steel cleaver. Bucket crabs come in all shapes and sizes and are often charismatic, attractive, and high up in our social crabarchy. Being lured into a tumultuous relationship with them can happen to anybody, even soulful celebrity anthropods like FKA Twigs. Speaking up against bucket crabs could result in professional retaliation, tweet storms, and being labeled a gold-dicking decapod. After learning that other crabs, no matter how well-intentioned, did not know how to be empathetic, as though a brittle, fractured exoskeleton is the only evidence of mistreatment, the young ricefield crab banded with those who shared similar stories to form "None of you will get eaten by him" as a wellspring of strength. Codes of conduct. 1. No identifying narratives, shells, and abdomen flaps will be revealed outside of our conversations. 2. Do not engage in crab blaming. No one deserves bucket crabs, especially when writhing at the bottom of a container after being pinched by one while trying to claw out. 3. No guests, visitors, or ex-crustaceans are allowed in the group or at meetings. 4. We agree that bucket crabs are capable of change, but they must acknowledge their bottom barrel behaviors and become responsible for their actions. We understand that group members will want to intervene and topple the bucket and throw bucket crabs on their backs. But in these cases, we will develop a strategy that empowers and cares for each individual member. 5. Our membership is not contingent on any set of behavioral or moral standards beyond the timeless values of kindness, tolerance, and belly stroking. Membership regulations. All crabs must agree to respect each other's privacy. Then each crab is free to share what they're comfortable retelling. Proceed to join if 1. You're often huddled in your shell wishing you were a lobster. 2. You've dropped all activities you've enjoyed, like scampering across a rocky beachfront, tanning under the warm sunlight. 3. Your bucket crab wields his enlarged claw in front of you, your parents, or your floating larvae. 4. Your bucket crab utters any of the following or similar. You're the reason for my failures. You never do anything right. And you don't love me enough. 5. Your bucket crab bursts from his shell after you've spent time, money, or attention elsewhere. 6. Your bucket crab wrecks your burrow for no good reason other than you deserved it. 7. Your bucket crab shows up uninvited to your workplace, school, or even a BTS concert at the Rose Bowl Stadium. 8. Friends have advised you to love yourself first before you can love another. 9. Your friends tell you that your problem is dating a type: slinky spider crabs, artsy fiddler crabs, boisterous Dungeness crabs, etc. Any crab can become a bucket crab. 10. You find yourself asking, why me? What did I do to attract bucket crabs? Sigourney Weaver in Aliens doesn't say, what did I do, as aliens ambush her colleagues and erupt from their stomachs. 11. You are not unworthy of love because you're trying to patch up a cracked shell. Board of Directors. The board consists of 3 members whom the rest of us vote to serve us annually. Qualifications of the board include 1. Not interrupting. 2. Not lecturing anyone on how a bucket crab's behavior should make them feel. 3. The ability to transport smaller members on their cephalothorax without bubbling. Meetings are held once a year in spring before mating season, when we unbury ourselves from our muddy hibernation. All current board members must attend, even when molting. Conflicts of interest. 1. No crab in this organization shall give or receive palpable gifts from one another, not even a halved sea urchin. 2. No crab shall give unsolicited advice. What our members do or don't do to hold a bucket crab accountable is up to each crab. 3. If we discover that your relative is the bucket crab that one of our members is describing, remember, their decisions are not a reflection of you. We will not ask you to turn against them. However, we expect that you snap at the effects of their shell-breaking efforts. Joy is an act of resilience, so please meet our spokesperson, RM, or Kim Namjoon, of the human boy band BTS, who always reminds us of how precious we are and our enormous capacity to love. Hold on, let me share his speech.
꽃게를 잡았던 게 꽃게인데요. 저는 그 처음날 해변에서 꽃게를 겁나게 잡았던 게 기억이 나요. 꽃게 있어요? 차로 캐지 않을까? 차로? 꽃게 차로요? 와, 꽃게 유명 아니야 이거? 야, 꽃게 있겠다 꽃게. 꽃게 너무 이쁘죠? 우와, 하얀색 줄무늬에 하얀색 몸에다가 몸에 점박이가 있어. 도망.
그렇게 깼어요, 러시맨에서?
어?
러시맨에서 그렇게 깼어요. 개 잡았다고요?
우와, 진짜 개잡았어.
그냥 차 타고 와서 저쯤에 딱 멈춰서 내리면 돼.
호랑이! 우와! 귀여워. 대박이다. 분홍색 얘가 너무 예뻐.
우와,
완전 귀여워.
대박이다. 미쳤다. 야, 너 되게 동심이 있구나.
얘는 진짜 대박이다 얘. 꽃게가 저를 향해서 다가오는 모습이 마치 천사 같아서 정말 기억에 남고요. 꽃게 잡고 싶다. 꽃게가 살까요? 안녕. 개집 너의 집이야. 됐어. 우리 살려줘야 될 것 같아. 태영아, 걔 다시 잡았어.
야, 우리 개집 만들었어, 개집. 그래서 태영아, 그래서.
잠깐만, 걔 도망가다.
오늘은 프라이빗 아일랜드 꽃게를 잡았습니다. 황투색 꽃게.
아프니까 청춘이다. 그딴 비용만 통이가 제일 문제야. 스탄에서 장르는 덜 마치 음악처럼 거기 얼매는 순간 바보 되니까. Fuck.
Thank you.